And good morning. I'm Philip Thomas. I'm the chair of the Broadband Alliance for Mendocino County, or excuse me, of Mendocino County. I'm in this position because I'm on the board of the Community Foundation. And the Community Foundation has been a backer of the Broadband Alliance almost since its inception. Today's a little bit of a special meeting because Jim Moorehead, who's one of the foundational members of this committee, is retiring, and we're going to take some time to take a little time to honor him. But I'd like to start out with introductions, and most of you already know Jeff Tyrell. He's the brains behind the Broadband Alliance and running all the collecting and dispensing the information regarding the Broadband Alliance. And I'd like to now move to John Schuster to introduce himself and his role.
Hi, I'm John Schuster, IT Director for Mendocino County Office of Education in Ukiah. Welcome.
Thank you, John. Ted? He's coming.
Hey, I'm Ted Williams. I'm multitasking sort of poorly. As it happens, Zooms are colliding. And I've been tracking this effort since Jim Moorehead kicked off the Broadband Alliance, and I'm really happy to see the progress that's been made. I think a lot of the ideas that this group has been pushing for, the state has finally recognized. It's always hard to tie, the effort with the results on a statewide, but I think we've made a difference.
Michael?
Thank you. I have been involved with broadband since about 2011, I think, when I started participating with BAMC on a weekly basis up in Ukiah. And many thanks to Mendocino County for getting Sonoma County started. You guys were leaders and we followed, and had it not been for Jim's leadership, we wouldn't be where we are today. Thank you.
Julia?
I'm Julia Krog. I'm the planning director for the County of Mendocino, and I've been with the county for almost 9 years. I've been the director for the last 6 months, so happy to be here. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. In the room here, for those of you who don't know, Megan?
Sure, Megan Barbara and I'm the CEO of the Community Foundation.
And?
Well, I guess I don't show. Oh, Katie Gibbs. I'm a former board member and a longtime member of the Broadband Alliance.
And our stalwart, Jim?
And I'm the retiring Jim Moorehead.
Wait a minute, there's something wrong with that. He is not a retiring type of person. Okay, thank you for everybody for introducing themselves. We very much appreciate it. I'd like to move to our second article, which is a resolution honoring Jim Moorehead, and I would like to propose the following resolution: that be it hereby resolved by the Broadband Alliance of Mendocino County at its meeting of September 2nd, 2022, to honor Jim Moorehead for his diligence, dedication, and support. And I think we should add perseverance in there, of the Broadband Alliance of Mendocino County. And I apologize, Jim, I didn't get this nicely framed like Megan did. I don't have that nicety, but we'll take the vote and then I'll give you this nice certificate. So I'd like to propose that. Do I hear a second?
A second.
Thank you, Katie. All those in favor signify by raising your hand, please. Okay, great. Thank you very much. So we're hereby resolved to honor Jim. I'd like to also bring the personal touch to, and we're going to put this out of the way because it's too big, but this is for Jim to say thank you for everything. I don't know if you can see it. We lost Jim in the process. Here, I'll move it over a little bit, right? So you can see Jim. Anyhow, there are flowers to honor him. And a certificate, you need one more thing to hang on your wall, right?
Right.
I agree. And then I'd like to invite Megan to come over, and she would like to address Jim from the foundation's point of view.
So, Jim and I have been at this together for a very long time, and I always admire, he's a futurist, and he had the vision, as Ted was saying today, that's finally, hopefully, gonna happen. And I mean, I'll always admire that about you, and again, your perseverance, sticking with it, staying with it, passing the reins to Katie, keeping Katie motivated, passing the reins to Kathy, helping her, and now to Philip. So yeah, he stayed with all the different leaders and kept them informed and taught them what it takes. So thank you. This is a board resolution for the Community Foundation in recognition of Jim Moorehead. Be it here resolved by the Board of Directors of the Community Foundation at a regular meeting on Tuesday, September 6th, in honor of Jim Moorehead for the diligence, dedication, and support of the Broadband Alliance of Mendocino County. And we gave them the whole trajectory, which is 2007 to 2022. So thank you.
Thank you.
Put your flowers just out of the way over here.
Thank you, Bill.
Would you like to say anything, Jim?
Yes.
Well, I appreciate the recognition, and it's with mixed blessings or with mixed feelings. I'm going to retire, but I think the time has come. Most of you will recall that I tried to do this 7 years ago. I remember a luncheon, a surprise luncheon at the pizza place over on Stanley. I've forgotten the name of it now. And that was my official retirement from Broadband Alliance. I did relinquish the chairmanship, but it was really hard for me to walk away from it. I kept kind of getting pulled back in because I had a lot of the institutional knowledge that was so important. And Philip asked me recently that even though I'm retiring, he hoped that I would still be there as a sounding board if needed. And so I guess I'm retiring a second time, but I really mean it this time. So thanks to everybody for the recognition. I appreciate it.
I think it's important.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important to recognize the retirement, Jim's retirement, because when you think of the concept that poets are the antenna of their age of what's coming up, and you think that computers really sort of took off about 1967, 1968, and then they were room-sized computers, and they didn't fit on your watch, so to speak. And the kind of vision that Jim has expressed for the county, for broadband, on the idea of the ability to communicate and the ability for businesses to work more efficiently, it has all been a push that Jim's made. And I really think that some young whippersnappers would say, oh, he's sort of a techno dinosaur. And on the other hand, I would say, no, he's very much the antenna of the age, feeling and pointing the direction that we're all now moving in. So here's to Jim. I appreciate you. And
Thank you.
I appreciate his perseverance, because I think that that's one of the things that, you find people who will, there are very few people who will go this kind of distance. And when you measure years from 2007 all the way to 2022, that he's been hacking away at this, going, come on, people, let's keep working towards this vision. And he stuck with it all this time. I think that it's quite commendable. I hope they say that about all of us, right? In 2044. So anyhow, thank you very much, Jim. We really appreciate it. Okay, Megan, we got to not choke up here, okay?
Okay.
Not choke up here, right?
Yeah.
All right. Another person who is very important to this committee, of course, is Jeff. And Jeff essentially, holds my hand and says, come along this way, we're gonna look at this now. He's worked out the next 2 items on the agenda with some subsets that we're gonna be looking into. And he has some nice news for us about moves the county has made. So why don't you take us into planning grants, Jeff?
All right, thank you. I will. Here is the agenda. And so planning grants is the next item on the agenda. I want to personally thank Jim before
Go right
I embark
ahead.
on the item. And just express how much I appreciate the foresight that he provided in starting us on this road so long ago. And to just briefly mention that in the coming years, there will be hundreds of millions of dollars coming into Mendocino County for broadband. And I think Mendocino County being a voice in California helped precipitate that change and the recognition that broadband is a human right, and in time every community in Mendocino County will be hooked up to much stronger internet connection. And so, as Philip had mentioned, the county is embarking on a CASIF Consortia grant application and has submitted that application. We had deliberated between a 2-year plan with requesting $1 million or a $500,000 application, and because the application was approved, the $500,000 application.
Right now, it won't let me.